If you've ever flown through JFK, you may have noticed the huge abandoned building right smack in the middle of the airport. That would be the TWA Flight Center, a once beautiful terminal that was shut down after TWA went out of business. But for the past decade, it's been under massive renovations. The goal? To restore this architectural gem to its former glory.
It's really one of the most important buildings in America. It was designed by Eero Saarinen in 1962, built by Howard Hughes. He said to Eero Saarinen, "I want you to build me the greatest airplane terminal the world's ever seen, and I don't care how much it costs."
This is the sexiest building on the planet. It is so stunning. Saarinen is like a god in the architectural realm.
When I visited the site, the sweeping design combined with the building's sheer size made it feel like a cathedral dedicated to aviation. But the X factor is going to be in the details.
It's a full restoration of the Saarinen building to exactly as it was in 1962.
So when you say exactly as it was in 1962, I mean, how literal are we talking here?
Everything but the cigarette smoke. We're bringing everything back. The uniforms, the penny tile, the ethos, the sunken lounge, the swooping tubes where Catch Me If You Can was filmed. You know, you're gonna feel like you walked into 1962.
This is where passengers back in the day would sit and wait for their flights to arrive.
The building has been dark for 20 years. It was in pretty rough shape. It was filled with asbestos. It was filled with lead paint. So it cost about $65 million just to get to the starting line.
Also, take into consideration that doing construction in the middle of an international airport is a challenge in and of itself. In total, the project will cost $250 million, and a lot of that is due to the original complex design elements.
There are no right angles in the entire building. Everything is on a curve. The only flat surfaces in the building are the ceilings and the floors. That's why they had to use the round penny tiles.
They call it penny tile because of the size. It almost looks like a penny.
Yeah.
But it was designed for this building because of all the curvature and the shape of the lobby.
How many penny tiles? Okay, millions.
I couldn't even fathom. It is everywhere.
Everywhere. The original TWA Flight Center will serve as the gigantic hotel lobby, while the rooms themselves will be in 2 brand new connected buildings. And when you're designing a hotel that's literally on an airport runway, you have to consider the noise.
The curtain wall is made of 7 layers of glass, 2 layers on the outside, then it's got an air cavity, then it's got 3 layers that are laminated, then another air cavity, and then 2 more layers that are laminated for the interior. And those air cavities are actually what mitigate the deep boom, that low frequency noise that comes when they take off those engines, those jet engines.
This is going to be the world's quietest hotel room.
5 inches thick, wow. And it's facing out, so people will be able to see planes landing, I imagine. There will be 512 guest rooms in the TWA hotel, starting at $250 a night. And already the demand has been high.
We booked a wedding a few weeks ago that is a Delta pilot marrying a Southwest flight attendant, and they postponed their wedding for a full year because they wanted to get married in this building.
So is this really going to be done in the spring?
Yes. We are taking off in the late spring of 2019.
Oh boy. The first guests will spend the night on May 15th of this year. There is still a lot of work to be done, but Tyler doesn't seem to be worried.
No, I'm so excited about it. Listen, I skip to work every day. This is a ton of fun. You know, there's plenty of challenges, but we can see the finish line.